What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Bros. We are here to recap the last 2 days of the NHL playoffs, which has been absolutely insane. Before we begin, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below. So let's kick it off here on Saturday, April 28th. We had the Bruins play the Lightning, and I am shocked. I am shocked that the Lightning came out and played this way. This is actually insanity. I really do think that the Lightning are extremely, extremely deep when it comes to this lineup, and the Boston Bruins go into Tampa Bay and say, excuse me, this isn't going to be an easy ride, and they put up 6 goals and win 6-2. Rick Nash had 2 goals, Patrice Bergeron on the scoreboard, and Brad Marchand, who everybody gets annoyed with. This game was just all Boston Bruins, and the Tampa Bay Lightning need to get their you-know-what together and say, listen, fellas, this is not going to be an easy ride. We need to compete. Now, I know some Tampa Bay Lightning fans are starting to get a little nervous. It's only one game. It's only one game. You got to take some deep breaths, get settled back down, and just move forward. This team, this Tampa Bay Lightning team, is extremely deep. Like I said, their D-core is absolutely solid as hell. They have a great goaltender, and I think they will be okay. But this Boston Bruins squad has a chip on their shoulder, and they're going right into Tampa Bay and saying, fellas, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to earn it as the Boston Bruins take Game 1, 6-2. Moving on to the Golden Knights. They have yet to lose a playoff hockey game. Oh, wait a minute, they lose. They lose in double overtime to the Sharks. And this Golden Knights team down the stretch, they weren't playing disciplined. They were taking penalties in double overtime. I mean, you can't just do that and expect to win. You can't. The Sharks take it 4-3. William Karlsson scores in the first period for a 1-0 lead. And then William Karlsson scores again 26 seconds into the second period to give this Golden Knights team a 2-0 lead in their home barn. Brett Burns scores on the power play. Logan Couture scores. Then Brett Burns scores again on the wraparound goal to take a 3-2 lead. But Golden Knights don't go down easy, with Schmidt getting his first of the playoffs. In the third period, 13 minutes in, we are going to the first overtime where there's opportunities left and right for both teams to find a chance to take the lead. Doesn't happen. And then in the double overtime on the power play, after some high-sticking penalties called, Logan Couture, his 4th of the postseason. Brett Burns with 3 points on the day. Congratulations to him, and the San Jose Sharks steal a game in Las Vegas, and these Vegas fans are going wild. They don't know what this feels like to lose yet. They haven't experienced a playoff loss. They are all over the place emotionally. Moving on to Sunday. By the way, that Vegas-San Jose series is now tied 1-1. Moving on to the Capitals and the Penguins. Take some breaths, Washington Capitals fans. They take game 2 and a score of 4-1. Alexander Ovechkin having a fantastic series so far. Let's go. He starts the game off 1 minute and 26 seconds in with a blast. His 7th of the playoffs to take a 1-0 lead. The Penguins then score on the power play, 2-0 after the first period. Brett Connolly scores 2 minutes into the third period, 3-0 Washington. Chris Letang stops the bleeding a little bit for this Penguin squad, 3-1. In the third period, Backstrom gets an empty net goal. But before that, there's a lot of controversy in this game. In the third period, before that empty netter, the Penguins seem to score a goal. Hornquist, it looks like he scored a goal to make it 3-2. And the referees initially say no goal. They keep zooming in. They spend a lot of time. This is my evaluation on it. It looked like it was a goal, but you have to be 100% sure to overturn it. This was like a 97.5% sure, and you have to be 100. So you need to go with what was called on the ice. I'm sorry, but you do. So the correct call was made. It doesn't fall on the referees anymore. This is strictly the league that make these calls, so you can't yell at the referees. It was the right call. And at the time of the play, you can't call that a distinct goal. You just can't. You couldn't have seen it. So the right call was made. Listen, it wasn't the make or break of the game. The Capitals played a better game. The Penguins are a little bit banged up right now. Dumoulin gets hurt as Wilson and Ovechkin kind of go after him at the same time, but Wilson kind of catches his head a little bit. It was not intentional. It did not look intentional at all, but Dumoulin does get hurt and doesn't return. You have the Malkin situation. Gensel looks like he gets injured with his shoulder at one point when he's trying to back check on a play. So the Penguins are clearly a little bit banged up. But this series now is 1-1. And then this one just ended. Double overtime. Another double overtime between the Nashville Predators and the Winnipeg Jets. This time, I thought the Predators kind of blew it late there. Johansson had a nice night. He scored the first goal, assisted by PK Subban and Forsberg. You have Dustin Byfuglien getting on there. Mark Scheifele with a fantastic series so far. I mean, back and forth hockey. Late in the game, there was a minute and 5 seconds left. Scheifele scores backdoor to tie it 4-4, and the Predators was just giving the puck away. Icing after icing after icing, letting this Jets team survive. Nothing goes on in the first period, in the first overtime, Opportunities for both teams back and forth. The Predators had grade A scoring chances and just not finding a way to score. It looked like it was going to have it's going to bite them in the ass, but a 2-on-1. 5 minutes and 37 seconds into the period. Fiala scores his third on a beautiful 2-on-1. He catches it. He waits, poised. Backhand. Who's your daddy? And the Predators tie the series. That would have been dangerous if the Jets took that one. This series has been physical. This series has been very fast. And wow. You have the Tennessee Titans offensive line and Marcus Mariota just shoving beers down their throat, getting hyped. The energy in that building is insane. So, the last 2 days of NHL hockey. That's it, fellas. It's been great. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment with your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.